So you saw that guy too, huh?
Yeah. I thought I got a better view of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw them too. So I got my first job ever, my first real job, when I was 15 years old. 15 years old, I started working at McDonald's. And it was sometime during that time, when I was 15 years old, I started working at McDonald's. I stayed at that job for about 2.5 years until I was able to basically to afford a car, and I bought a car. Bought a 1986 Camaro. 1986 Camaro, something my parents should have never let me buy because it got me into a whole bunch of trouble. So I worked at McDonald's, and during that time when I worked at McDonald's, they came out. It was never before the norm for you to be able to go into a restaurant and order something special. Like, for example, I think they came out with a "Your Way" or whatever slogan that McDonald's came out with during that time. They basically allowed people to now go in and be like, "Hey, can I get a cheeseburger without onion?" And it was a big hit, And I think maybe they did that before, but then they made it like a national over their whole chain. Can I get cheeseburger, no pickles, or whatever they wanted? It was your way. You could get it your way, and that became the norm when I was a teenager. And all the other restaurants, all the major chains did the same thing. They adopted that policy. And it was at that time, and it was in my opinion, this is the rantings of a homesteader, okay? I'm just going to go ranting, and I'm probably going to step on some toes here. Just going to step on some toes. And it's okay. If I step on your toes, please forgive me. Please forgive me. But I don't have a lot of pet peeves, but I do have some pet peeves, okay? I do have a few pet peeves. This is one of my pet peeves. And I have a hard time when people ask me, so what's your pet peeves? I don't know. I have to think about that. But this is one of them. When you go into a restaurant and you know what they serve, yet you want to make things complicated for the people who work there. And you want to be like, yes, I'd like your such and such sandwich, but can you leave off the onions, add some extra cheese, leave only half a pickle on one half of the sandwich, and whatever else, can you use the toasted buns? That was another thing at McDonald's. You could get your buns toasted before the sandwich was made. It was like a special order, and it was free. It was just you told them however you want it. That's how the slogan went, right? And people would do this, and it would get messed up because listen, the reality is you're giving a menu, a specialized menu, not something that's on the menu, but you're requesting something special of people who are minimum wage workers, not a lot of education. Maybe just starting out in life when it comes to working. Haven't climbed any ladders yet because, let's be honest, McDonald's is the bottom of the ladder. Retail restaurants are the bottom of the ladder when it comes to starting your career. And if you're still there working when you're 30, there's probably, I'm sorry again if I'm stepping on toes, but I started my job career at age 15 working at McDonald's. When it gets messed up, because it will, you shouldn't be angry about it. So we were just at the restaurant, and I get in the car, and Caleb's like, there was this guy, and he went in, and then he went out, and then he went in, and then he went out again, and then he went in, and then like 5 times, Dad, 5 times he went in there. I said, yeah, I saw that guy, Caleb, I saw that guy. He was very, very angry. And he was upset because his sandwiches that he ordered didn't have the right amount of onions, or now it doesn't have cheese. Because he went in there one time and they made his whole order over. But they didn't make it right. And he went back in. And they made his whole order. They put him at the front of the line in front of everyone else. And they made his whole order in front of him again. And they got it wrong again. A third time. And he gets angrier and angrier. He's cursing as he's walking in the door. The last time I went in there, I got my stuff and I went out. I was like, I'm out of here. It's like, when you're in the city, you never miss a show, This is why I conceal carry, because there are people who are this moronic walking around your towns. And they're upset because they went to a fast food joint and they ordered an order, and the people behind the counter, lo and behold, imagine that, they got it wrong. And they're angry. You ordered something that was not on the menu. You're the one making life complicated for yourself if you do that. Again, if I'm stepping on toes, I'm sorry. But you're the one making life complicated, not them. You. You know, they got these things called fingers. If there happens to be pickles on your sandwich, pick them off. If you don't like onions, maybe go to a restaurant that doesn't serve onions on their sandwich. Or, oh, this is revolutionary. Make your sandwich at home. And then you don't have to put onions on it when you make it. Okay, listen, if you're just tuning in to this rant of a homesteader, feel free to start the video over once I publish it, because you won't understand at all what I'm talking about. I call grandma and like, hey, would you like to, what do you want for lunch? The boys are gonna eat. I'm eating one meal a day, OMAD, right? So I'm not eating. But, you know, the kids are hungry and grandma wants a sandwich, and so I go to Firehouse and I go in there and there's this guy. He's very, very upset because as my son pointed out to me, he's been in there like 5 times. He keeps going back and forth. You are making your life complicated. You. Yes, he was very angry, Caleb. He was very, very angry. Oh, it was so, I mean, you never miss a show. You never miss a show. Okay, that's a pet peeve of mine. If you've ever wanted to hear a pet peeve of mine, that's one. When you go to a restaurant, you know, I can understand. I've been to a restaurant before where I've ordered something. Hey, can you leave whatever off, or can you add this extra or whatever? If they mess it up, they mess it up. You go on in life. Because who's really got time to argue with someone who's making minimum wage, who really doesn't want to be there, but they're there, and they made your sandwich wrong because you told them something special to do that wasn't on the menu? Not really their fault, in my opinion. Not their fault. If you wanted someone who worked in a specialized environment and gets paid high dollars for making sure, absolutely sure, that your order is correct, go to a dine-in restaurant. Or make your food at home. Okay, that's enough of my rant, because I'm where I need to be. You know, this is what you get sometimes when you tune into this channel. The Rantings of a Homesteader. All right, guys. See you guys. Hey, Freedom shirts available. Link in the description below. Check them out. Freedom. You have the freedom to make your own sandwich at home. So do that. All right, talk to you guys later. See you next time on the Homestead. Bye.